I'm not fucking singing shit. I'll lip sync, but I smoke a blunt every single day.
God.
Who's singing? Not me.
God.
Bitch, not me. I'll pretend.
And there's our intro. So, episode 47. We are coming up on a big number here at Everyone Sucks Here with Sam, Sushie, and AJ.
Hey.
We have a big announcement to make regarding the 50th episode, which is also going to coincide with our 1-year anniversary of doing this. And like conveniently, literally 50 just happens to be coinciding with the same week that we started this. So for our 50th episode, we are going to be doing a live broadcast on YouTube. So if you're listening on YouTube, it is, youtube.com/everyone sucks here. But if you're listening to us on Spotify or iTunes or literally anything else, you need to go and follow us on YouTube at youtube.com/everyone sucks here. This will be on June. Tentatively right now, we're saying June 17th at around 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern time. These are in the evening, so PM. We're going to be doing a live show. So if you have stuff you want us to talk about specifically for that live show, hit us up at our email, contact@everyonesuckshere.com. Send us stories, let us know. It's going to be live with cameras and everything. We're going to see our faces.
You get to see AJ sit like a gremlin.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to sit like this on that, though.
No, you have to. The people want it. I'm telling them they want
it. If I'm going to be fucking doing this shit, I'm going to be sitting more comfortably. I'm not going to be fucking sitting like this.
You're not getting perched.
So save the date, basically. That's like 95% definitive date that we're going to be going live on. It'll be a Thursday, June 17th. If it changes, we will let you know. But as we have more information, we will keep you guys updated. But yeah, be sure to go follow the YouTube on whatever you're listening to us on. If you'd like to be a part of that live show, if you want to see us, and if you have stories, you want to communicate and talk to us right then and there, you can do so on YouTube. We'll still be posting it on Spotify. It's still going to be like the audio is still be going live on Spotify every Wednesday like we normally do. That's not going to change. But yeah, on a Thursday, we will be recording live. So look forward to that. It's going to be a big deal. Not only is it 50, but it's 1 year. That's fucking cool. And thank you all for helping us get this far, for listening to us for a year is insane. It's also insane that we've been doing this for a year now. And what do you like? Yeah. But yeah, that's our stuff. That's my announcement here. We'll be announcing this the next couple episodes. We'll be talking about it, maybe unveiling some new information. And also during that live show, we will have some stuff that we'll be unveiling for the first time.
Yeah, we got some good stuff to talk about.
So, yeah, save the date, June 17th. That's all I got.
Please show up or I'll be sad.
Yeah, we'll all be sad.
Yeah, please show up.
Do you want me to cry?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've never seen it. I want to see it. I'm nosy.
So we got some stories. I did my mini-sode this past Monday. So if you guys want to go listen to that, go listen to the things I did. I actually did not do a relationships. I did something different for my relationships. Testing the waters with a new formula to see, maybe branching out from relationships and doing some Ask Reddit stuff. So if you haven't listened to Monday's mini-sode, go do that. That's all I've got now. What do you guys have?
We have assholes.
All right. Well,
We do.
Who's
Two
going,
of them.
Who's going
They're
first?
puckered.
I'll do mine. I feel like mine's a oh, there's a twist.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
I definitely want to hear a twist.
Am I the asshole for insulting my boyfriend's weight in front of his friends? Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, so this is they post relevant to the story. My boyfriend is 6 foot and 229 pounds. I am 5'6" and 120 pounds. So, from a medical standpoint, my boyfriend is obese. Now, I don't know how true that is because that sounds about right. 6 foot, 200 something pounds. Like, that sounds about correct.
But it depends on how he's built.
I know, I guess.
mean,
so,
yeah, I'm 6'1".
Is he muscular or not muscular?
right. Okay. So, from a medical standpoint, my boyfriend is obese and I am a fairly normal weight. I really don't mind his weight. He was obese when I met him, and that wasn't a problem for me. He has struggled with his weight for many years and constantly talks about wanting to lose weight, but never actually diets or exercises. Again, not a huge deal for me, but I try to be supportive and offer him advice or general encouragement whenever he discusses his desire to lose weight. An occasional point of contention between us is that he has a tendency to offer me diet advice. For example, whenever I make a smoothie, he says, "You shouldn't drink those. They're full of hidden calories." Or when I do strength training, he says, "You'll just gain weight because you'll put on too much muscle." It's annoying because nutrition and fitness are actually big passions of mine. I'm not an expert by any means, but I've done several courses and I feel I know more than the average person. Plus, I feel that I can demonstratively show that I can manage my own weight, so I don't like that he constantly feels the need to give me advice. This past weekend, he and I met up with a few of his mates at a beer garden. At some point, the guys were talking about their experiences with online dating. My boyfriend said that he'd used Tinder prior to meeting me, but that he deleted it because there were, quote, too many desperate fat chicks. He said this in such a disgusted, dismissive way that I generally saw red for a second and blurted out, "Seriously? You're going to criticize fat chicks?" There was a really long, awkward pause, and then one of his friends made a joke and the conversation sort of moved on, but my boyfriend didn't speak to me for the rest of the evening. He texted me the next day to say that it was incredibly rude and disrespectful to comment on his weight, especially in front of his friends. He says he thinks he wants a few days away from me to decide whether or not he can forgive me. I agree it was rude of me to call him out in front of his friends, but I also think what he said was obnoxious and borderline sexist. I've apologized to him, but I'm not sure if I'm generally the asshole here. Am I the asshole?
No.
How much did he weigh again?
229.
Okay.
He's full of audacity.
He's full of audacity. Yeah, he's full of audacity.
Yeah, he just barely falls into the obesity category for that. So, like, according to the body mass index bullshit, but like, I was just curious.
People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Yeah.
But men full of audacity sure do.
Yeah.
This just seems dumb, but yeah, like first of all, like the whole like too many desperate fat chicks thing. Who talks like that? Like, just in general, who talks like that?
I mean, you're on Tinder too, so
yeah, that's
like, what do you mean?
Right.
And actually, Tinder has come out with some statistics that says that there's way more men on those dating apps than women. So
Who's the desperate one now?
who is truly the desperate one?
Yeah.
I think for me, what I would be annoyed too if like there was a certain topic that I was generally like more intelligent about, and somebody was constantly telling me, "Oh, well, you need to do this and you need to do that in that topic." Like the whole, she knows about her own nutrition and fitness. She's taken courses on it. She knows a little bit more, and he's like, "Oh, you shouldn't drink those smoothies. They're full of hidden calories." What the fuck do you know about hidden calories?
That's the thing too, is he seems like either he's like projecting his own fucking bullshit onto her, or it's just this dude is clearly living a double standard. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I will say too, I fucking hate when people complain about their own weight and do nothing about it. Like,
Right.
that's one of my biggest like pet peeves when it becomes a constant thing, because it's like, okay, I understand sometimes people just want to complain about something just to get it out, whatever.
Yeah.
You know? But what
do you want me to do?
Yeah,
you know?
but there are people who like it becomes a nonstop thing for them. They just complain about it, and I'm like, okay, don't complain to me about this, because it's something you could literally change. You could literally you could fix this issue, but now it's just getting annoying because you just nonstop complain about it, and that's what sounds like what he's doing. Like,
yeah.
Especially if she's already a person who's like kind of into nutrition and fitness, and he's like just complaining about his own weight but doesn't do anything about it. I'm like, well, you just sound insufferable, dude. Like, you just sound annoying. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
what are the comments?
I mean, a lot of people were like, I was so ready with the alternate judgment because of the title. But a lot of people basically said, you know, she probably could have phrased it differently. I think what happened is literally she got thrown off and she was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And it just kind of like came out, you know, but
Why did she phrase it differently though? What he said is offensive.
No, I agree.
Dead fatties? Like, are you fucking dead ass, my dude? When you're, in general, saying something like that, it's absolutely disgusting. But especially when you're overweight yourself, like.
But also, the whole point of Tinder is to get to know someone else as well and not just comment on their body, you know? So, like, that's another thing is, one, you know he didn't delete it. But, you know, he's keeping her down with his little comments. He, like AJ said, he's projecting, you know. He probably was also doing a little bit of let me fuck up her self-esteem a little bit so she's more on my level and you know, like that one little toxic trait. There is an edit. Yeah, we broke up and I feel lighter.
Yeah, fuck him. Who is he? I don't understand the audacity. I really don't. Who are you to comment in someone else's body type for any reason?
Yeah.
But to use it as a way to bring other people down? Like,
also,
who are you?
This isn't 1980. We don't talk about desperate fat chicks. Like,
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who talks like that?
No one talks like that anymore, dude.
And
Like,
why are you talking like that with your friends? And like, ugh, it's so gross.
This is not to like derail too much, but this is literally the equivalent. We were like before we started recording, we were actually talking about fucking 90 Day Fiance or whatever. But this is the equivalent of a dude on that show who wanted his girlfriend, well, I guess we'll call her that, and heavy quotes, they're not together anymore. He wanted her to get an STD check, but refused to get one himself because he wasn't in his home country. He was visiting her in her country, but he wanted her to get an STD check, but he wouldn't get one because he didn't think it was good enough. Like, he didn't think their medical stuff was good enough, but somehow I thought it was good enough for her, but not for him.
Yeah.
This is the same shit. Where like, this is literally just like, okay, so you're overweight and you're going to criticize these women on Tinder, but you're overweight and you're on Tinder. How is this
someone
any
based
different?
on their body type when you are that body type? Like, what are you bringing to the table, sir? I need to know this. Why do you think you're the catch?
also, I really just hate the whole, like, when you do strength training and people are like, oh, you're just going to gain weight because you're going to gain a lot of muscle. Okay. I'd rather have the weight be muscle and, like, looking fucking
be toned,
awesome.
and
be toned than fucking, you know, but that's me.
Well, also, like,
Let me look that way. Fuck you.
There's also a big difference, and like, okay, even the whole like, muscle weighs more than fat thing, right? But at the same time, you're still gonna, like you said, you're gonna physically look different.
Yeah.
It's not like because something weighs more, it doesn't mean it's bigger. You know, that's what density is. That's the whole point of fucking a density thing.
That's why BMI is not a real thing.
Yeah.
You can literally
BMI is literally not a thing.
Yeah, you will literally look thinner because you will be thinner. You will be smaller, but you may weigh the same amount.
Yeah.
Which is honestly why I mean, if you really want to get it, like the whole weight of the whole numbers aspect is all bullshit anyway. Like, it's fucking stupid to even be dwelling on this kind of stuff. Like, but people should be healthy, but to fixate on that, like, oh man, 150, that's bad. Well, it's not bad because you work out and you're healthy and you exercise, so it's not bad.
Cardio, like, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's just but
I just I like that one. He sounds charming. Are you sure about this relationship? You know, like I for one would not be able to get over his comment, but then to tell me that he doesn't know if he can forgive me after that, I'd be like, okay, I'm good.
Forgive you for
good. For
talking about women
sexist?
like
okay,
that,
cool.
Sexist and misogynistic. Forgive me,
yeah,
I'm good. No thanks,
sir.
She's not the asshole. I don't care how she phrased it. She's not the asshole.
No, not the asshole. Not the asshole.
He was ultimately the asshole here.
I agree.
What have you got for us, Sushi?
All right, here we go. Am I the asshole for wearing a joke bikini that my friend got me. It's short but saucy.
Okay.
Okay. So it was my birthday a couple months ago. I had a party, got some gifts. My friend, quote unquote, Mandy, got me a super cute bikini. I liked it. I said thanks. She ripped the tags off, but whatever. Anyway, went to the community pool with my roommate, wore the bikini, got in the water. Roommate immediately was like, girl. I look and I see that this bikini is now kind of see-through.
What?
Haha, good joke, Mandy. Anyway, Mandy invited me over to her place to hang out with her and her boyfriend and a few others. Most leave and we're still hanging out. I'm like, hey, what if we get in your hot tub? I go change after them and meet her boyfriend in the hot tub while she's getting new drinks. I hop in. Immediately, he's looking at my chest. I pretend I don't notice and just make small talk. She comes out a few minutes after and just looks in shock. Eventually gets in. Is that the one I bought? Yeah, I love it. I wear it everywhere. Make up some stuff about how I wore it to the beach, some party with lots of guys, etc. And she's just like, oh. We're in the tub for 20 to 30 minutes. Eventually get out and change. She approached me after and was like, I'm sorry. I thought you'd notice, but it gets kind of see-through. I'm like, yeah, I know. Why'd you buy me a fucking see-through bathing suit? She's like, it's a joke. Wait, you knew? So you just spent the last 30 minutes flashing my boyfriend on purpose? I reply, I'm just wearing my birthday gift from her. Anyway, am I the asshole?
My fucking God.
So first of all, not everyone's your friend. And that is this situation.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
everyone's your friend.
Yeah.
Not everyone's your friend. You bought me a big, first of all, I'm not wearing any bikini that you tore the tags off of. That's gross, unhygienic. But anyway, you knew. You did that on purpose. You tried to get me what if she got a ticket for like indecent exposure or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, pussy lips out. Like, are you fucking kidding me? like how see-through are we talking?
Oh my God.
Are you serious? Like, first of all, I'm gonna fight you. It's on site. You got me, like, you knew. If it's an accident, okay. But she outed herself in 4K. She was like, I thought you knew, it's a joke. That's not a joke.
Yeah.
In the middle there, I was gonna be like, oh man, does Mandy even know? Like, does she know that she got her a joke one? But she totally fucking knew. What a
she
bitch.
outed herself. Like, it was a joke. How is that a joke? What about that is a joke? She wanted to get her friend. She's one of those fake I hate women friends. I promise you. I promise. That's not your friend, girl.
Oh my fucking God.
And then, I don't know. I feel like if she is confident enough to have her titties out in front of some fucking man, what do you expect, bitch? This is what you got me.
This is what you bought me.
You bought me this. You bought me this. So, you mad? Mandy, you sound mad.
Mandy's definitely the asshole here.
Yeah.
Mandy.
I kind of wanted to lean into like everybody sucks here because like it's just so fucking
it's toxic
dumb.
on all ends.
It's toxic on all ends. But at the same time, like if I knew that Mandy was doing this shit on purpose, like I can't not do that same thing. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
I guess I'd probably say everyone sucks here, only in the sense that like, if somebody's gonna buy me some fucking see-through bathing suit, then I'm just not gonna go hang out with them anymore. Yeah, like I don't got the time or the energy. Yeah, like I don't got the time or the energy to like fucking go and hang out with him. Like, oh, cool. So this is what you think of me. Got it. Well,
yeah. Why did you think this would be funny? Why would I laugh at that? Like, you're at the pool in front of strangers. You're not ready. Like, if you want to be topless, like, there's a time and a place for that. And some people are into that. That's okay. But like, I don't know. I would never think a friend would do that to me, and I would be really mad.
There would also be a difference here if like their relationship was based on these type of pranks anyway. You know, like if you're already the type of person who'd be like, okay, you got me. This is pretty fucking good, you know. But they're not. That's not this relationship.
Yeah,
it was not that. She wanted to embarrass her.
Yeah.
Oof. You know.
Yeah, that's gross.
She spent money to embarrass. That's not your friend. Cut that cord.
Mandy.
Oh, Mandy. Gross. Yeah.
So before we get into the layers of deception,
Yeah.
I had a comment I wanted to read that is actually from YouTube. I meant to pull it up at the beginning here, so I'll read it real quick.
Yay!
This is from our 45th episode, also called our angriest episode.
Watch that one get the most views, and we're like, no.
So this is I apologize if I butchered.
Lisa.
Okay, Lisa. Got it.
Oh yeah. That's my friend Lisa.
It's just
Lisa.
the way it's spelled, so I was like,
no, that's Lisa.
okay. So they say, so it's interesting that AJ brought up churches preying on sick people. When I was 12 and my mom was sick, we started going back to church, which at first was fine, but over time, the pastor started to bring up my mother's illness in front of the congregation.
Oh.
Why? It became more frequent and uncomfortable as he got more specific and, to be honest, macabre about her illness. I hadn't realized it at the time because I was a child, but essentially it was a ploy to increase tithes because they were, quote, helping us. Ugh. He did the same thing to another woman who also had cancer in the congregation. As my mom got sicker, they didn't actually help with anything, so we stopped going. Yay, religion.
Yeah,
so,
that's
awful.
Yeah. I hate churches.
Yeah.
I'll just fucking say it full-chested. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I hate them all. So, no, that's terrible. But thank you for the comment and sharing your story.
Yeah.
But like that,
that is that, Lisa. That's very
fucking awful. Like
no,
that
that's
is
terrible.
A shitty fucking thing. I don't understand how because basically they're for just as a little catch up for where this came from. We were talking about Sam had a story one about when she was like in fucking hospital. Morgue or whatever.
Morgue.
So they're over here like ready to put her down and fucking. She woke up one day and there's literally just a fucking like pastor sitting across from her.
Yeah, the chaplain was just sitting there.
And he's like, "Hey, do you want to pray?" And she's like, "No, I want to fucking get away from the morgue. What are you doing?" Like, so that's how this whole thing came to be. Because then I made a comment about like churches preying on sick people. But yeah, they do, and it's disgusting. So. If anybody else
really
has been through that kind of
and disgusting. Wow.
It's 100% disgusting. Like,
yeah, it's very, very sick.
Yeah. So, and unfortunately it's very common too, but at the same time, if you've been through that,
Yeah. When my father was sick, my grandmother's church sent us a little card or some shit like that. And they were like, "We've put him on our prayer chain." And I was like, cool. Give me money. Cause we got chemo to pay for. So thanks for the prayer chain, I guess. Like,
yeah.
I guess. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Well, we would give you money, but we just spent it on that
card?
touchdown Jesus outside, and that cost $250,000.
Yeah.
Stop. Tax churches.
We pay for some after school programs, but
tax churches, all churches. Tax them all.
Tax them. I don't give a shit. I'm sick of this.
Every one of them. Tax them all. Don't give a fuck. Tax them.
If they got a fucking TV show, tax them.
Tax them. Tax them. Period. I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. Anyway, layers of deception.
They shouldn't be able to vote.
They should not be. There's so many things that are wrong with churches.
There's so many things that are just so problematic. Yeah. They're not taxed and they're able to vote. Explain that to me. Hello? I don't think Jesus could vote.
And if they start talking politics, they should also lose their tax-free status anyway.
Yes.
But they don't, and everything's fucking. I hate it all.
But their money goes straight into it.
Yep.
So weird.
Anyway.
Let's get to your layers of deception and wash this out of our...
It's time for layers of deception.
Bum.
Hell yeah. This is the portion of the episode where I try to trick my friends. I give them 2 fake headlines. Well, no, wait. I give them 2 headlines and one of them's real, one of them's fake. Lol, maybe they're both fake. Maybe I outed myself. Okay, here's the first one. Raining mice as Australia rodent plague augurs badly for farmers. Okay, so I think that's just written weird, but basically it's It's raining mice in Australia.
Okay.
And it's bad for the farmers.
It's
Okay.
raining mice.
Or Florida high school alters yearbook photos to hide girls entirely.
So I heard about this one.
Yeah.
So I know that that's
Yeah.
unfortunately the real one.
Yeah. But now that she's outed herself, I'm wondering if both are real.
Wait, which one do you guys think is real?
The Florida one.
The Florida is fake.
What?
The Florida
What?
one's on the Onion.
Read the title again.
Florida high school alters yearbook photos to hide girls entirely.
Oh, entirely.
Entirely.
God damn it.
Okay, well, because there is
Is
that
something going on right now. Yeah.
about. Have you seen
So
that?
there's a satire on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a high school. Is it in Florida?
It's in Florida.
There's a high school in
Everything happens
Florida.
in Florida.
Okay, so there was a high school in Florida that literally went in and edited 80 girls' photos to, so essentially if they were wearing like a little tank top, they blacked it out or made it the same color as
I'm
their
gonna send
shirt.
you the picture right now.
80
Okay.
girls, 80 of them.
80 of them.
80
Okay, so
of
there's
them.
a satire on that.
So it was a
St. John's, Florida. Oh my God.
But look at that.
What were they covering up? She's not showing anything.
Look,
I
there's a
know.
little bit of cleavage there. You can see a little line.
You can't see that line. I'm sure. Why didn't they just erase why didn't they clone out her clavicle? Jesus Christ. Put that away.
Oh God, it's too sexual. St. John's, Florida, in an effort to uphold values outlined in the Code of Conduct, officials from Bartram High School confirmed Tuesday that they had altered yearbook photos to hide girls entirely due to an inundation of dress code violations, including photos showing female cleavage, shoulders, arms, faces, and hands. We were left with no choice. Not the hands.
Look at that terrible fucking clone.
I know.
We were left with no choice but to remove girls altogether, said Bartram High School principal Chris Phelps, who stated that faculty and staff were extremely disappointed in female students' decisions to appear in photos in the first place. These girls were warned, and yet they submitted pictures of themselves eating lunch, playing sports, and hanging out with friends anyway. You could clearly tell these girls were blatantly showing off their 2 X chromosomes. It's unnecessarily provocative. It's bad enough that parents allow their children to come to school in this gender, and we're not going to encourage it by depicting it in our yearbooks. At press time, Phelps issued a stern reminder to graduating seniors that inappropriate behavior like being female wouldn't fly next year in college or in professional workplace either.
Okay.
That's wild.
Look at that picture I just sent you, the second one. Look how bad that is. Look at, like,
That's
what
wow.
is that?
They just dragged, like, she
Yeah.
has to be in a cloak.
That's what, yeah, it looks like she's like literally like, I just.
What is, I don't understand. It's not.
Can you? Okay.
Why are we
This-
regressing? Why are we
this-
regressing?
This is
Yeah,
not
we are
the
regressing. Yeah.
only fucking time a school has been shit on because some hoity-toity Deborah wants to make all the girls seem more appropriate in their dress attire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you fucking think this would go over well? Why would you think that teenage girls are not going to look at their photo and critique and not notice this shit?
Like, I didn't wear a
80
tube top that day. That's
80
weird.
Fucking girls. 80 fucking girls' photos were edited. Are you
Also-
fucking kidding me?
Also, you have to pay for those pictures.
But this was just in the yearbook.
Yeah, but they still have to pay to get them done.
No, I get that, but I'm saying the edited ones.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, the fact that they paid to have these pictures done and
Yeah.
they edited them in the yearbook. You pay to get those done, and they put your picture in the
True.
yearbook.
I see what you're saying. It's like, fuck you. I paid money for this.
They paid to have the left
you have
picture
to pay
taken,
for
and
the
they took that
yearbook,
left
too.
picture, altered it, and put it in the yearbook.
But you get those
Yearbooks
photos
aren't
too,
free.
the unedited ones.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the fact that they like, whatever you submit is what they're supposed to do, but they paid money for these.
I got you. Oh, okay.
Like, so the fact that the school took something that they paid money for
So-
and altered them is fucking.
So apparently it was the like yearbook, like the teacher who oversees the yearbook, because I know you have a yearbook editor who's usually a student, but like this was like some fucking woman who basically said that she didn't like that most of these girls were, quote, out of dress code, which
I don't know what the dress code is for their particular school, but it's still dumb.
it's still fucking stupid.
Yeah.
But now I'm really interested about the fucking raining mice. Like, why?
Okay, I'll read both.
How are they? Where are they coming
So
from?
that means that's real, the raining lights.
I know.
Yeah, read that one.
It's not long. I'll read it.
Okay.
Australian farmers have been battling a rodent plague, the worst in decades, which has infested large parts of New South Wales, destroying crops and stored grain. Millions of mice have caused extensive damage to farming machinery, electrical wires, and household items. According to media reports, hospitals in eastern parts of Australia have also reported damage to infrastructure, as well as complaints by patients who have been bitten by mice.
Oh my God.
That's so gross. Following the devastating plague, Australian government granted an emergency permit to farmers, allowing them to use a stronger poisonous bait that was previously banned in the country. The government has also introduced a 50 million Australian dollar package to fight the plague. Videos shared on social media platforms show the scale of the issue. One video captured in Tullamore, New South Wales, earlier this month showed mice raining down from a farmer's auger as soon as it was turned on.
Okay, because I was about to say, so they're not actually raining; they just got a rodent problem.
Yeah.
But
Big rodent
they
problem.
literally were raining down out of that fucking like whatever. I'm assuming it's like a grain tower.
Yeah. I'll post both.
Fucking Australia.
So
Yeah.
not to harp too much on the previous story, but those yearbooks cost $100.
It cost them $100 to buy the yearbook,
Yeah.
and then they had to pay for the pictures too.
So yeah,
Pictures. Do you remember how expensive high school was?
No.
like the yearbook cost
The pictures. You have to get your yearbooks. You have to go to prom. Fuck all this stupid shit.
$100 for that yearbook, and I hate the fact that the person who was in charge kept going on about like, oh, modesty and it's what's so like. I hate it. Like it makes. I think it's more disgusting that that's what you noticed about all these women,
Yeah.
about or all these girls.
Yeah.
That's what you noticed was that like that makes you the one that's the creepy one.
It was a woman who did it,
Yeah,
right?
that makes
That's what
you
I
the
read.
creepy one, you know? Like,
Yeah.
if you look through this yearbook and all you see is like, oh man, cleavage. Like,
Welcome to Florida.
welcome to being the fucking problem. Like, holy shit.
And there's just been so many stories over the past few years of high schools doing this shit, and it's fucking stupid.
We are regressing.
We're regressing.
So
Also,
strange. We definitely are.
did you know about the Great Emu War in Australia?
I don't, but I would love for you to tell me. There's nothing I want to hear about more.
You don't know the Great Emu the war in Australia lost. Okay, so this is a true story. This is a true story. This was, I want to say, after World War I. Anybody who came back in Australia during World War One, they were giving farmland. And at some point, they had a problem with wild emus. Wild emus were coming onto the farmlands and just killing all the crops. They were eating all the crops. They were destroying the crops. They were trampling everything, right? Mm-hmm. So I almost said the U.S. government. The Australian government gave the farmers permission to mow these fuckers over. Okay, so one of the stories that I read was that they literally had fucking machine guns out, and these I'm not lying.
Sam.
These emus came over the fucking horizon, and these machine guns were literally like going after these emus and missing them, and then the emus were attacking the machine guns and any farmer in the way, and so like
They went, and I'll do it again.
these emus literally took over everything. The Great Emu Battle of the early 1920s, or whenever World War I was.
And Australia lost.
And Australia lost.
I feel like every story that you ever hear about, like anywhere in the fucking 20s, is always just fucking fake because they're so outlandish, but they're all true. You know, like you see these news articles from like fucking
Oh, sorry. It's a 1932.
1930. Yeah, but like from that
It's not much better. It's not much better.
Any time like pre World War II, all stories seem fake.
Okay, so this is just really quick from the Wikipedia. The Emu War, also known as the Great Emu War, was a nuisance wildlife management military operation undertaken in Australia over the latter part of 1932 to address public concern over the number of emus said to be running amok in the
Not amok.
of Western Australia.
Not running amok. Not like this.
Oh, the Great Emu War, in which some large flightless birds unwittingly fooled the Australian government.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, emus are assholes, 100%. Those fucking things are mean as shit. They're mean as fuck. All right. So I've only seen them like 1-on-1 or like 2-on-2, right? Because we had living.
Have you fist fought a emu?
Okay,
Sam?
let me tell you. Where I grew up, there was a dude.
There was an emu farm near me.
Who had emus. He raised emus, right? And then he sold them off to farms and
all
shit.
the fucking time.
Yes, they're mean as shit.
Did an emu steal your sandwich once?
They would literally come to our school, and if they came to your school, you had to go inside, like because
they'll
they're
chase
fucking
you.
Territorial. And
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
So like to imagine, like hundreds. Like I have a picture. I'll send it to you. But
Okay.
to imagine hundreds of those fuckers coming towards you. Just anger in their heart.
Would you instantly give up? Would you be like, I'm done?
First of all, they're a flightless bird, so yes, I would give up. I'd be like, fuck it, they're coming for me. This is how I die. Like,
or would you try to ride one?
Oh shit, you probably could. I've seen Swiss Family Robinson.
you ain't gonna fucking ride an emu.
I want you to wrestle an emu.
Their necks can turn all the way around. Like they're gonna fucking peck the shit out of you when you get on their back. Like
The Exorcist?
they're fucking wiggly necks.
They're wiggly noodle necks.
Not the noodle
I'll
neck.
peck the shit out of them back.
All right, let's get into your relationships here.
My goodness.
Okay. Oh, mine was deleted, so I have to read the screenshot. So here we go.
Okay.
That's not it.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Did you not?
No, but here it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Just kidding. We got it.
Just kidding. I got it.
Okay.
My 23 female boyfriend, 25 male, is not attracted to me unless I have no hair on my body.
Oh, God. Okay.
So he's only attracted to people who have alopecia.
Yes.
Just
So my boyfriend and I have been dating for about 2 years now, and things have just hit a pretty big roadblock for me. When I was 17, I got laser hair removal done from my own pocket because I had genetically super thick and long hair, and I was hairless for about 5 years. This last year, some of the hair started growing back, and I decided not to do anything about it. I have extremely sensitive skin, so shaving, using an epilator, and using hair removal creams make it extremely irritated.
an epilator.
It's like a tool.
Yeah, it's like a it looks like an electric shaver, kind of like that, but it's very painful. It's a rolling ball. It goes round and round and round, and it like tweezes the hair out.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's everything.
It's kind of like mowing the lawn, but it's like pulling. It's like yanking all the hair out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, waxing doesn't irritate my skin, but it hurts so bad that I end up sobbing during the appointment because of how intense the pain is. Also, I don't have the money right now for laser. Ever since my hair started growing back, my boyfriend has been more distant towards me and has not really been as physically interested in me. When I asked him, he said that he's sorry, but he just finds hair to be absolutely disgusting, and he can't sleep with me if I'm hairy. All the bullying and taunting that I've heard since I was a kid rushed back to me, and my insecurity skyrocketed. I booked a waxing appointment the next day, and the pain was horrific. I was crying my eyes out the whole time. My skin started bleeding. I literally have bruises from where the salon lady tried to hold me down to stop me from moving. After I came home, I cried to my boyfriend about how bad it was, and he basically said, "Oh, it's okay, sweetie. The more you wax, the less it hurts." I tried to explain to him that 1, I wasn't going to wax anymore, and 2, no other option is feasible. He's trying to convince me to try other methods of hair removal, but I'm just not ready to listen. I don't understand why he doesn't understand how much pain this causes me. He said that he just couldn't feel attracted to me while I was hairy. He's trying to talk to me, but I'm not really ready to hear him out. I love him a lot, but I don't get why he can't compromise on this one thing. Am I the one just being a bitch who's not understanding? What should I do?
No. It is hair that is natural, that grows out of the body that you were born with. And to have a response like that is such a red flag to me. If he wants to go get his legs waxed, he can go fucking wax his legs.
So I'm curious, like, not that like it really matters here, but when she says like she was born, do you think she's like one of those people who's like hair like is growing where it shouldn't be growing? Like not shouldn't be, you know what I mean? Like hairy face or like hairy like arms, or do you think it's just like her like leg hair and stuff is just like extra thick, or her arm hair is like extra thick? Like I'm curious, not that it matters, but like I'm just curious which it is, because there are people who have that like not like so much the Wolfman kind of thing, but there are people who just have like, you know, they'll start growing that
it's
thicker
just a lot of
facial hair.
It's just like thicker and stuff.
Yeah, and like so I'm just curious what it is, but this dude sounds like an asshole.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
So most of the comments, because this is advice, right? So one of the first advice that a lot of people were giving was like, you know, if you don't have a problem with laser, why don't you tell him to
Pay for it.
pay for it? Yeah. If you want this done, then
you can pay for it.
pay for it, right? So here's the first update. And I say first update. Hi everyone. So quick update. I cooled down, talked to him. I brought up the possibility of splitting the cost for laser. He did not agree. He said he needed to save money for emergencies right now, but if I wanted to pay for it, he would support me. I explained to him how much waxing hurts and how my skin gets irritated by other forms of hair removal, and he said that he understood how much it hurt, but it still doesn't change his preference for hairlessness. I respect his preferences, but I don't know if I can handle the pain and the discomfort of hair removal. I'm kind of lost on what to do next. I'm thinking of separating for mutual benefit, but I'm going to sleep on it before making any rash decision. Thank you for your advice. So here's the thing. You want me to do this thing because it's your preference, but you refuse to pay for it? Not even halfsies? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Now, here's the biggest red flag in this, for anyone who's not aware. She says, I don't understand why he doesn't understand this causes me a lot of pain. Because he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care.
This is the same type of dude, I guarantee, that if he sees a girl that isn't wearing eyeliner, he goes, I just really prefer when you don't wear makeup. Not realizing that she's wearing everything else besides fucking, you know, like.
Yes. Like you think my eyelids are blue?
Or like, he's the dude who's like, see, I really like a natural look.
That's what I'm saying.
And this bitch got on fucking everything under the sun to look natural.
The only thing, they don't have the wings, so he's just like, everything else is like.
A lot of those people are like, I like women that don't wear makeup. They like the Kim Kardashian no makeup, but heavily contoured cake face look.
Oh yeah,
which is very interesting.
Really,
it's like a lot of makeup.
A really quick story about that is my friend Maddie is huge into makeup. Wanted to become a makeup artist, and she practiced all the time. And she told me that a woman that she met at a store was like, oh my God, that like natural look on you is so good. I would kill to have like that natural look. And she was like, this lady has no idea how long it took for me to put this natural look on. It's like an hour-long process.
I was like, this was a couple years ago, but like an old bar regular of mine was looking through my Instagram, and she was like, oh, I really like this makeup look on you that I don't even remember which one it was, but like I remember. It was basically one from maybe
it was the Fallout makeup
5-6 years ago, and it was basically a drag look. Like literally, it was basically like a drag look.
Yeah,
it was very intense.
Yeah,
I think I was doing like a play on the Dr. Frankenfurter look.
Oh, okay.
And she was like, I really like this. It's like natural. And I was like, natural? I'm wearing false eyelashes, ma'am. And my eyelids are glittery. What are you talking? There's a cut crease. What about a cut crease is natural?
And you know, the fact that this dude is like, I just like hairless. You know, he only watches fucking porn.
He watches porn. Like, and it's based in pedophilia. I'll say it.
I'm sorry, but if that is if your preference as a woman is to be hairless, that is your prerogative, right? But dudes need to chill on this shit because not every woman you meet is going to have the same fucking preference. It's not. And that has no fucking, like, you need to shut the fuck up.
An asshole. If I encountered someone like this, I'd be like, "Oh, you like women hairless? I also like my men extraordinarily wealthy." So we're at an impasse here,
right? Like
where I like my men with yachts with my name on it. So
that's just my
is there some sort of compromise we can come up with? Like,
I'm sorry, but I just can't get wet if you don't have 5 Benjamins in your pocket at all times.
At all
times, that's just my preference. It's my personal preference. I'm sorry.
It's my personal preference, though. My personal preference. I love it when my boyfriends buy me mansions. Oh, you can't do that? Okay, bye. Do you want to go halfsy on a mansion? No?
Right.
You want to go Bentley?
I can't go halfsies on no mansion.
I'll take a Bentley. It's my preference. I really can't get it up if you don't get me a Bentley. I'm sorry.
I just, I see this topic a lot in relationships. How do I get my boyfriend to be more attracted to me when I don't want to do this thing? You don't. You don't.
No.
If you don't want to do it, he's not worth it. If you want to do it,
if you want to, you like it, your aesthetic, cool.
Yeah. If you want to do it and you're interested in trying it out, then cool. But if you try it and you don't like it anymore and he's like, well, I really want you to go back to doing that, fuck him. Like, he's not willing to compromise at all.
And I think what people don't realize is that, like, you're allowed to have a preference, but at the same time, it pretty much just stays with you. Like, it's not like you don't that's not anything.
Right, it's not a requirement, because now it sounds like a requirement, not a preference.
Like in the sense that, like, okay, so if somebody's like, okay, do you prefer like long hair or short hair? You can prefer long hair or short hair. You can prefer either one, but regardless of what the person ends up doing, it's on you if you don't, like. Just because you you have that preference doesn't mean you're right and that they have to go off of your preference.
Right.
So somebody can ask, she could ask this guy, do you prefer if I'm hairless or whatever? And he's like, yeah, I prefer it. But that should be the end of the conversation. Like, there shouldn't be anything further there. He shouldn't be pressuring her to constantly fucking get laser hair removal and shit. Like, there's no problem with preferences.
You're muted.
Yeah.
My bad. Like getting blisters and bruises and being in pain or having an allergic reaction, that doesn't.
For him to literally say, "Oh, well, it hurts less when you get waxed more." How the fuck do you know, Steve?
Right.
Are you getting waxed?
That's what the internet told me.
Because literally,
are you getting Brazilians?
That shit hurts every time. I'm sorry. That shit hurts every time. And people have different levels of pain tolerance. So what your fucking ex-girlfriend felt is not going to be the same as what I feel.
Yeah.
Everybody has different pain tolerances. On top of that, everybody has different skin. She's talking about how she has really sensitive skin. And if she's talking about fucking bikini waxing and shit like that, that's a hell of a different ball game. That's other skin type.
Yep.
That's just, oh my God. He's gonna be real upset when she continues to wax and she's nothing but fucking red down there and bumpy all the fucking time.
Yep.
Oh, so you're not attracted to that anymore? All you said was to be hairless. You didn't say to be rashless.
Can't have it both ways.
And I would be
like, you know what? If you'll do it, I'll do it. Let's go together. Go get your balls waxed. No? Yeah. You don't want to get your balls waxed?
I have a really, my preference is for your asshole
to be bleached. By the way. I don't tolerate any bullshit.
My preference is for your asshole to be bleached constantly, all right?
Constantly.
I'm looking for a rising moon, not a fucking dirty soap dish.
Yep.
I can't have.
It's my preference.
Okay, so update number 2. We broke up.
Good.
It's hard to break up with someone you've been with for 2 years, but I decided that it just wasn't worth it, and he agreed. So we decided to part ways. He gets to keep his preferences, and I get to keep mine. I am so happy for her. I know that's hard to break up with someone you've been with 2 years, but also to come to the realization that this person only liked you for one reason.
A really shallow reason.
Really, it
what
hurts.
a loser.
It hurts
Like,
so much more.
right?
The fact that
What a
the fact that
loser.
he agreed to the breakup. It wasn't worth it, and he agreed. Like, what a loser.
Yeah.
What a loser.
He had the audacity to go, I'm not paying for that. I need to save for emergencies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's all you can say. Okay.
Okay.
What have you got for us, Sushi?
Well.
Angry.
My roommate wants to raise pigeons in our new apartment.
I'm mad.
Please help me.
No. More birds?
In an apartment. Kind of an odd situation I found myself in recently, but my roommate and I recently moved into an apartment in the city, and she's been talking about how she wants to, quote unquote, befriend pigeons and care for them in the apartment. At first, I thought she was joking. However, it turns out she's actually kind of serious about this. We met through a mutual friend, and it hasn't been too long since we've been living together, about a week. Oh, bitch, you need to wait years before you drop that ball.
Right?
Like,
I'm a pigeon lover. Oh!
be the pigeon guy from Hey Arnold. Stop. Fucking stop.
The fucking pigeon lady from Home Alone, too.
Oh.
They're
I've
all New
definitely
Yorkers.
told her, no, we're not having pigeons whatsoever. But she, and I feel like that's the end of the conversation.
Right?
Like, no,
We
ma'am.
never had that
we're
this
not
conversation.
having pigeons.
We're not having pigeons. Stop it.
We're not having pigeons. Stop. But she argues that it's humans' fault that pigeons are dependent on us and that we need to, quote unquote, save them. I told her that pigeons are dependent on cities, but not necessarily day-to-day human care. They do perfectly fine outside as it is. And realistically, the amount of space, poop to clean, chirps, and every other responsibility she'd have to think about when it comes to raising animals. But we'd have to pay extra rent, which I'm not willing to do. I'm not sure if it goes through to her that about this fantasy of raising a cage of pigeons in her room. In her room, ma'am.
In her
No.
room?
But it's really frustrating to even have to explain this to someone. I've honestly never had this problem before, and it's baffling that she wants to bring the birds into an apartment, thinking that we have the resources to even properly care for them. It seems like she has this Disney princess fantasy about befriending city birds. My roomie can do whatever she wants outside, just not bringing any wild animals captive into the house. Either way, it's been one of the weirdest discussions/arguments to have with a roommate so far. I've been knocking over pretzel bits. I don't know what that means. Is that like a saying? Pretzel bits? She's been leaving. Oh, no, it's literal pretzel bits. It's literal. I've been knocking over pretzel bits she's been leaving on the window ledge in an attempt to lure pigeons over to our room. Oh, no.
no.
Oh, boy. It's like talking to a child, and I didn't sign up for this. Any thoughts/advice on how to handle this? TLDR, my roommate wants to cage city pigeons in our apartment. I need to convince her absolutely not. Update. I talked to her again today, and it seems that her dreams of having wild birds in the apartment has died down. But just in case, I'll be actively convincing my roommate if she makes such suggestions and making sure no wild animals make it into the apartment. That sentence doesn't make sense. We're just going to go with it. Thank you for the helpful comments. So in New York, people do raise pigeons, but it's usually like on a roof.
On the roof. I was going to say.
like where they can come and go and
Yeah, and they have
not
like a
shit all
thing, and
over
they
your
fly in,
house.
they fly out, and they train them to do weird things. Like that shit happens, and you can kind of see them from the street, like waving a flag. In the house, man, disgusting.
She wants to save pigeons by captivating them. She wants to capture them and shove them in a cage and go, here, this is best for you. In the house.
You're free now.
You're free now. You're free now.
You're free.
You only have to depend on me. Instead of the city, you only have me to depend on now.
Yeah, it's the whole city where you could fly and eat bagels that fell on the ground or a pizza. Ma'am, people are so strange.
I saw something on Twitter the other day where someone was like, I just can't imagine that in the way past, pigeons used to be these wild creatures
Right?
Didn't just peck at fucking banana peels and live in trash cans. They actually lived in like trees. I hate pigeons so much. They're such assholes. They bathe in oil puddles in the parking lot. It's fucking, it's a problem. Y'all have a problem. And being a pigeon.
They're just as bad as seagulls. Seagulls are just
God.
pigeons of the coast.
And we have them both here. We have seagulls and pigeons.
I hate it.
I love when you go to the beach and you see like the weird, like there's like these like different breeds of seagulls. Like some of them have like these like slicked back feathers, and other ones have like the fucking slicked forward feathers on their head, and they like war with each other and shit. So like
Seagulls are such assholes.
they're all like just assholes. But
You ever seen a haggerty ass seagull?
all the time.
Oh my
They're all haggard.
God. Those fuckers who live in trash cans and only have 2 feathers on them, and like they're fighting dogs. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Fly away and fuck off.
You got your pigeons out there. We got our fucking crows out here.
Right.
Oh my God.
Fuck a bird.
Literally, we need to get this. We need to get this person together with the Portland Crow Army person, who's like building that army of crows.
No, we don't. We don't. In fact,
And
we don't need them to find common
The
interests.
difference here is that she accidentally did it. She accidentally befriended the crows, and they got really territorial.
That's pretty funny.
Oh my God.
That was a good one, though.
Yeah, it was. Jesus Christ. We have so many bird stories this
I
episode.
know. It's so weird that we always find like a trend or like a topic and we don't discuss what we're doing beforehand. It's so weird.
Territorial fucking. Ugh.
Well, hopefully you guys are as looking forward to the 50th episode as we are. That's coming up in a fucking couple of weeks.
I know. I
Like-
can't believe it's been a year.
That's a long time. So
Leave a comment if you've been here since the beginning.
yeah, let us know.
Let us know if you're a ride or die.
And let us know if you plan on attending our our live show on the 17th. So we will catch you guys next week. We'll have some more of this bullshit. Who knows? Maybe we'll go deeper into music theory again.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Music
we
theory
have
and
to?
bird theory. We've got to
When
find.
you're red,
we need to-
yet all the way.
Yes, Sushie's gonna do all of her
Show
acapella
tunes,
songs.
baby. Show tunes.
Show tunes. She's gonna become one of those people who does like the acapella with herself and make like a
I
YouTube
will
video
not.
with like 18.
I
Like,
will not.
She's the next
I'm
fucking
not. No.
Sush McGroove or whatever. That's what
Not
they'll
like
call her.
this. Not like this.
All right.
McGroove?
Yes.
McGroove?
Yes.
That's
Smooth
her stage
there's that
name?
YouTuber.
McGroove?
There's a YouTuber, Smooth McGroove, and he just does like acapella video game music. And he's like this fucking. But that'll be you. You're like Sush McGroove.
Okay.
God.
I would like to veto this, but I don't know if I
This is
can.
literally why AJ's not allowed to name anything.
And it's.
Yeah.
Well, when are you gonna get your roller skates out and make that into your mascot? You're supposed to have the whole roller skate mascot thing. What the
It
fuck?
takes time, okay? It takes time and resources and planning. It's not that simple.
Need to come together. All right. Well, we will catch you guys next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.